So good morning, my dear students. How are you? Hope you all are fine. And today we will begin a new chapter of social studies, that is India physical features. So India is a country present in the Asian continent, which is the most populated and the largest continent of the world. As you all know, among the 7 continents, Asia is the largest continent. From mighty snow-capped mountain peaks to the flat coastal plains, India has everything in its physical features. It has mountains, plains, plateaus, coastal plains. It has rivers, desert, everything. So we will read one by one about them. This is the physical division of India. This is a physical map of India. What we say, this is the desert. You can see this portion is the desert. This green color you can see over here in the peninsular India. What is a peninsula? Peninsula means a land covered by seas in its 3 sides. See, 1, 2, and 3. Land covered by seas in its 3 sides. So we are learned about peninsula. Then the coastal plains. This green color you can see, these are the coastal plains present near the seas. This green color, light green color, they are the northern plains. This is the northern plains which you can see present below the Himalayas. And which are the Himalayas? You must be knowing. The brownish color shaded portion is the Himalayas. And the rest part is the plateau region comprising 3 plateaus. Malwa plateau over here, Deccan plateau over here, Chota Nagpur plateau over here. And many rivers are present between these physical divisions, which we will learn in the latter part of this chapter. Okay, let's move forward. These are the physical divisions of India. India is divided into 3 physical divisions, that is Himalayas, Northern Plain, and Peninsular India. So we'll read one by one about them. First comes the Himalayas. Spread over Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh, Uttarakhand, Darjeeling, West Bengal, Darjeeling of West Bengal, Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, Himachal Pradesh. So Himalayas also are of 3 types. Himalayas are also of 3 types. They are Greater Himalayas, Middle Himalayas, and Lesser Himalayas. Greater Himalayas is called Himadri, which is always cold throughout the year. Less plants and animals are found. Why less plants and animals are found? Because it is totally covered with snow. Throughout the year, it is totally covered with snow. So less plants and animals are found. Mount Everest, you must be knowing, the tallest peak of the world in Nepal, is found in the Himadri region of Himalayas. And Kanchenjunga, Annapurna, and Nanda Devi in India is also a part of Himadri. And Kanchenjunga is in Sikkim, is the tallest peak in India. Okay. Next is, this is the picture of Himalaya you can see over here, Mount Everest. Next is Middle Himalaya. Middle Himalaya is called Himachal. It is not covered by snow throughout the year. Snow falls in winter. It is densely covered with conifer forest. Conifer means the plant which bears, mainly found in the mountainous regions. Example, you can say pine, spruce, or deodar. Shimla and Mussoorie. Shimla is in Himachal Pradesh. Mussoorie is in Uttarakhand, are the major cities in Himachal region. Himachal Pradesh, a state in India, is also named after the Himachal layer of Himalayas. Next is the Lesser Himalayas, that is called Sivalik. It is not cold as Himadri and Himachal. It is not as cold, and dense forests are also found. Wild animals are also found like jackal, wild boar, and also it has sharp and continuous slopes. So it is not as high as Himachal and Himadri. This is the photo of Himadri. You can see over here, city of Shimla. Next is the northern plains, which is the most important part in India, which runs parallel to the Himalayas at the foothills. Below, just below the Himalayas, if you see the picture over here, you see just below the Himalayas, you can see these northern plains are the foothills. Parallel means in the same direction. Himalayas runs from here, and also this runs from here, the northern plains. See, this is the northern plain I have shown in the picture, which stretches from Punjab to Assam. Punjab in the east to Assam in the west. Sorry, Punjab in the west to Assam in the east. Extends from Punjab to Assam includes Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Haryana, West Bengal, and some parts of Madhya Pradesh also. Most populated region in India. It is the most populated region in India. It is the most populated region in India and well developed roads and rail connectivity also. Because the region is so plain and such a nice place so that road and rail can be built so easily. But in the mountainous region, they have steep slopes. They have slopes, they have elevated areas, so it is very difficult to build road and rail. And northern plains are have many rivers, so it has rich with alluvial soil, which is very fertile and help to grow crops like wheat, rice, or any other food crops. Also, some cash crops. And the northern plains are formed by interplay of Ganga, Satluj, and Brahmaputra river. And the three basins includes Ganga basin, Indus basin, and Brahmaputra basin. So you have seen the picture of the states present over in the northern plains. This is the picture of the northern plains, very fertile. Next is the peninsular India. Peninsular India contains plateaus and coastal plains. Two parts of the peninsular India are Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau. States include Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Jharkhand. Even the southern India comes under this plateau region. It is not written here, you just write southern India. Malwa Plateau, Chotanagpur Plateau, also a part of peninsular India. Rivers are Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, Narmada, and Tapi. Mahanadi is in Odisha, Godavari, Andhra, and Maharashtra, Krishna in Andhra, Kaveri in Tamil Nadu, Narmada in Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Tapi in Maharashtra. This is the peninsular India you can see over here, and this is the Central Highlands, and this is the Deccan Plateau, the below part. The above part is the Central Highlands, the below part is the Deccan Plateau. Also the coastal plains are present. Places near the seas are the coastal plains. This is the picture of the Deccan Plateau. You can see just elevated, little bit elevated, not as much as mountains, but little bit more than plains. Next is the rivers of India. India is blessed with many rivers in the northern part and also in the southern part. Means in all directions you will find a lot of rivers, and some important rivers are given over here. That is your Indus, you can see Indus, Jhelum, Ravi, Chenab. Here is Ganga river, the largest, the longest river of India, Yamuna river, Brahmaputra river, Mahanadi, Narmada, Tapi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri. Here one thing I want to tell you, the rivers of the northern India, they are the perennial rivers. They are perennial, means I will tell what is perennial afterwards, but they are perennial, and the southern India rivers are non-perennial. So what is perennial and what is non-perennial? Let's look. Perennial means rivers of northern India. Their source of water is snow. Many of the rivers of India, of the northern India, originated from the Himalayas. They flow throughout the year. साल में हर दिन गर्मी हो सर्दी हो बरसात हो पेरेनियल रिवर अपना फ्लो करेंगे. मोर ट्रिब्यूटरीज. ट्रिब्यूटरी मीन्स एक रिवर दूसरे रिवर से जब जुड़ता है तो उस रिवर को ट्रिब्यूटरी बोलते हैं, मेन रिवर. Then longer rivers, they are very long. Ganga, you can see Ganga is the example of perennial river originated from the Himalayas. The non-perennial rivers of southern India are the non-perennial rivers. Source of water is rain. They only flow in the rainy season. वो और कोई सीजन में फ्लो नहीं होंगे. उनका लेंथ भी है वो छोटा होगा. यहाँ देखो ये कितना लंबा है गंगा. Ganga is so long because it is present in northern India. But Mahanadi, Narmada, Godavari, very short rivers because they are non-perennial rivers. And they have less tributary. What is tributary? You see, Yamuna comes and joins with Ganga, Allahabad, or known as Prayagraj. Yamuna is a tributary of Ganga. This river, this is I think river Son or river Koshi. River Koshi. This also joins with Ganga. River Koshi is also a tributary of river Ganga. But non-perennial rivers have less tributaries. Now, this is the Ganga. You can see Ganga Ghat in Kanpur. I think it is in Kanpur. And this you can see Mahanadi in Cuttack or Sambalpur. This is the non-perennial river and this is a perennial river. So with this, I end the chapter. Thank you. God bless you. Stay safe.